Chaotic greetings to you. Did you know that there was a time when sewing pattern companies issued something other than sewing patterns? And no, I don't just mean embroidery transfers. Well, I didn't either until I stumbled across this McCall's magazine from 1958. And here on the front, you can clearly see, "Make our Christmas castle, see page 6. Which means, friends, that I had to find one. Which, yes indeed, folks, does mean that I did a hyper niche search over many, many platforms until I found the pattern. Because what we have here is in fact a transfer pattern and instructions for a Christmas castle that's in a sewing pattern envelope with nary a stitch to be found. And all it is, a transfer pattern and instructions. So let's make it. And yes, there was a distinct moment where I really thought, Stephanie, you bought this pattern, you should just use it as intended. Also known as putting a hot iron to the top of it and transferring it to a piece of cardboard, which I really did contemplate very seriously because I own this pattern. Why am I going to worry about transferring it out or tracing it out or making it harder for myself? When in fact, then I realized we live in the 21st century and there are these things called copiers. So instead I did copy out all of my pieces directly onto the cardstock that they asked for. So no, the pattern is fine. It's exactly the way that it was when I found it. Because I'm extra! Now let's cut it out and start assembling. So now, first up, I just wanted to clarify something that I already did. I took my big base because it said to make it out of a heavyweight cardboard, aka a suit box. I don't have any suit boxes, but I do have 2 pieces of cardstock that I can glue together to make a much stronger foundation than that. And they said I could use cello tape, masking tape, or the rubber cement, which, let's be real here, probably the only time I'm going to use the rubber cement is when I create the tin can effect for these towers, which I already read the instructions because I was heckin' confused last night when I was cutting them out. Let's tape up all of my little pieces, and it says lap to this line with some tape because I can't be bothered with rubber cement for this part. Because I had forgotten, since the last time I think I used rubber cement was when I was in like 1st or 2nd grade. I forgot you're not supposed to touch it. Yeah, I forgot that. So I've already had to wash my hands for like 5 minutes because I completely had forgotten that. So we're gonna tape this part because I don't want to sit here and hold this. Got a little dude right there. And then they said you can just tape it up. Oh, I'm not great at lining them up, but that's okay. You know, it's just a little off. But I pushed forward, taping together the rest of the tubes until I realized something was amiss. Why do I feel like I'm missing a piece? Section 3, section 2. Where's section 1?
A few moments later.
Found it! I had accidentally put it in the recycling. That's not where you belong there, friend. That was an exciting moment because I was like, I know I did not. I know I copied that out. I had indeed copied that out. I had just also been very tired from trying to clean off my desk. Okay, now I have got my main tower pieces, my edge tower pieces, and now the instructions have told me that I am to take these little pieces of square, 2 per tower, and then I'm gonna sandwich it and make a little tin can. Because then once I rubber cement this to each piece of paper and let it dry, then I can cut away these edges because these are no longer needed. And that's exactly what I did. While these guys all sit here and dry and harden up, let's head on over and try out another craft from the sponsor of today's video, Claw Lab. Because you see, I have been doing quite a few different style videos because, well, my hand has said that sewing and editing all the time is not what's going to work for me long term. And Claw Lab came in and said, hey, would you like to try rug tufting? And listen, come here. I'm gonna be so real with you right now. Ever since I watched not only Sophia's video on rug tufting, but also Charlie's, where she took on rug tufting. Yeah, I have. It looks super fun and I really want to do it. And now I can do it at home. I'm so excited. So let's get to unboxing this and see all the goodies we have inside. Ooh. Ah. We have our tufting gun, a whole bunch of yarn. Oh, a little mat with some grippy bits on the end. Oh, and then the big Bertha, the big mamma jamma. I'm assuming this is the frame. And it also comes with the user manual, so you can know what you're doing. And in here we have got lots of little pieces, your canvas, and stuff that I need to put together in 3, 2, 1. And just like that, it's all set up. And nothing says merry and bright quite like my Christmas ghosties! The reason I'm wearing this dress. And I want a cute little wall hanging of one of my ghosty boys. So let's sketch him out. I think we're gonna do this dude. He's so cute. I do apologize as this first section is entirely in pencil and you cannot see anything. Here, let me fix that. Now with my little ghosty ready to go, it's time to put this into here and get tufting. And now, we tuft. Take a look at the clock, because I'm gonna try and not leave this. I'm just gonna leave this as a surprise for me. So, here we go. Rug tufting, take 1. Oh, this feels wrong. Ah! Okay. Thankfully, we're doing an outer border of black, so I'm not too concerned. Ah! My yarn! And while I dive into this project, let me tell you a little bit more about the Claw Lab Tufting Gun and Frame H1. It is lightweight, safe, and it has an easy setup. The entire frame is only 1.2 pounds. It weighs about the same as 2 cell phones, and less than 2 yards of vintage double knit fabric. With an adjustable speed and flexible frames, you can DIY anything. And thankfully the tufting gun does not hurt my hand because the vibrations are very, very slight. Okay, the moment of truth. I have not looked at him. He looks like a little sweater from the back here. I am very excited. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's so cute! He's so cute! I need to completely redo the pink because I don't know what I did there, but everything else looks super cute. Wow, that is so cool. Like, my little dude, my little ghosty. Oh, and he's fuzzy. Oh, I love that. Now all that's left is to get him a little bit of glue here on the back side, and then I will cut him out and we'll show him to you at the final reveal. However, if you want to give rug tufting a try this holiday season, make sure that you're going to get the tufting kit and frame H1, because I will say it was super simple setup, and I mean, come on, look at the little guy, and he's so soft. Because yes, I do very much intend to make most of my friends rugs for this holiday season. So make sure that you click the link down below in my description and use my code Stephanie-Aff to get 19% off of your order. And thank you to Claw Labs for sponsoring this part of the video. But now, let's get back to the other craft project. Hello. Now comes the part that I apparently should have done at the beginning, which is to cut this dude out and score him and build him up with tape, not rubber cement. So we're gonna do that while I explain what's about to happen. Because what's about to happen is I am about to start covering this with starbursts. Because listen, I don't have hard Kenne, like the back of the envelope said, which was a typo from Candy. But the kicker is, not everything is going to be built in this platform, right? Like I won't be able to lift up this and have it be the entire castle because there's gonna be 4 towers, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the end. The pain is gonna be cutting out the drawbridge. Because I don't have my X-Acto down here and I am not gonna go upstairs and get it. So we're just gonna kind of wing it here.
And wing it I did for the next 10 minutes while yammering nonsense. So let's move on.
I feel like I messed something up there, but I don't have time to care. We have ourselves a completed base with the world's tiniest attachments for these towers. I'm not nervous about that at all. With this all put together, I can set it aside because now I have to trim down these dudes because the goal is tin can, not whatever this shape is.
20 minutes later.
Now they're all done and trimmed. And I've learned I can't cut a glue circle. They're all very oval. But my next step, according to the instructions, is to attach the varicolored squares to the inside of this castle. And, you know, again, I didn't think about this, I think. These are great. They're the right size. I have to unwrap every single one of them. Oh, sweet dogs, none of this is for you. So sorry. And this is where we start adding the royal icing that they had me make out of 1.5 cups of powdered sugar and an egg yolk, which is new. I'm assuming it's because it's gonna make it tackier, and I'm gonna apply it with a knife. No! The bummer part, this isn't really gonna be edible when we're done because, you know, we'll have like touched glue and stuff. We're definitely gonna put in some of the yellows that my family absolutely doesn't eat. So I'm gonna see just to test, 1, how this royal icing actually works, and 2, if these are gonna stay. So a little dollop of royal icing to the back of a starburst. And then I'm gonna put it with a flat edge down. It's supposed to work like mortar. I don't know if I believe them, but we're gonna try a couple and get a little built up here and see what we can get. Oh, no, that's supposed to be red. Oh God. Yeah, like that. Oh yes, much better. And with that, we have now realized, and by we, I mean me, I have realized that it's going to take 15 per wall. So I have to do 30 more plus whatever that's gonna take. Yeah, I don't know how many it's gonna take. Maybe like 40-ish. I'm gonna get going on this and we'll see you when it's all done. And I will say that is quite a hefty castle now. I'm not worried about it falling over. And while the patterns are very lovely, there's definitely a section that I just used up the rest of the yellows that I had unpackaged. So the next step is marshmallows. Thankfully this time though, it's a one open and done and not having to unwrap every single individual thing. But now I have to line this entire castle with these itty bitty little marshmallows. And my poor dog is looking at me going, yes, mother? Oh yeah, it's going on the tower first, which I just taped together. So tower is first, because then I have to do tower and then the entire castle, and then put this with its hopefully dried marshmallows and frosting into the middle of that thing.
And while I really thought this time lapse would be absolutely riveting, I forgot I was adding a white thing to another white thing, which is, shockingly, not visible.
Okay, that took a lot longer than I thought that was going to be, so I think it's time to go get the expert craft person in the house to help me out.
A few moments later.
And I have retrieved the craft expert. So she is going to be taking care of the marshmallow to icing application and then handing it to me, and I'm going to put it on the castle. We might have a slight problem because, you see, I followed the instructions about how much royal icing to make. Yeah, it wasn't enough. So I think I'm gonna let this start to settle and set because I'm just gonna make more royal icing anyway, and I really need dinner. So I will see you in 3, 2, 1. Oopsie, it's the next day. Because, well, after dinner, I got very, very sleepy after having worked an entire day. So here we are with the second day where we are almost done. Because I did go ahead and finish off the castle off camera. So all the marshmallows are now on and hopefully kind of dry because I did them really early this morning, right around 8:40, because we're about to start putting some cones on top. But I know the one thing I have to do before I do that is add this tiny little gold string, which I have no idea if you can actually see, because they want a little thing on the drawbridge, because I'm just gonna hot glue it. I'm not playing around with this. 2 strings and a castle. So I'm supposed to just glue here and here, and then on the back sides here. And then I think we're just gonna cover it in sprinkles so no one can tell that it's, you know, there. And here's hoping I don't melt a piece of candy off of here, because that's really possible.
One passage of time in which she did not burn her hands, nor did she melt any candy off later.
And then I think really the next thing is gonna be these cones. Not satisfying. Because the first thing they want me to do is to cut off the ends of these so I can shove my cute little vintage 1950s birthday candle holders, that's what they are, in the tops. I grabbed the right size. Amazing. I don't know if this is going to work. They were like, yeah, cut off the ends. And I'm like, oh, sure. Please don't break the entire freaking thing. Oh, God. Oh, that's not enough. Shoot.
So I tried again.
Oh, my God. Okay, yeah. There. Now we have a hole.
That's what she said.
So now that I have this cut off, I am going to coat it with more royal icing and color it, and then put a crap ton of sprinkles on it. It's turning purple. I mean, I'm not mad about it. Why is the red turning purple?
And that is a mystery we may never find out the answer to, because truly, I could never get pink to actually show up. However, I did give you some horrible angles of me icing these, so enjoy the little time lapse here. And then it was time to add the pearls that are actually just giant sprinkles.
Oh. The direction was helter-skelter. Should we go helter-skelter and let it dry? I don't really know. Probably.
And once again showcasing the stellar camera work on this channel. You're welcome.
And now I do that 4 more times.
Starting with the yellow. And then blue. And then the green.
That looks like honey mustard. That's better.
And this is the part where my microphone absolutely crapped out on me. So sorry.
But now comes the real test. Does it fit inside? I don't know.
It was this close. And then I put on a few more finishing touches.
It's done. And yes, I will do the reveal here in just a moment, but I do want to talk to you about this. And yes, my mic clip did break and I am too lazy to go upstairs and get another one. So this is what we've got. This was the silliest pattern I have ever made. And that is a very tall ask, because I've done some silly crap on this channel. And let's say you actually want to go ahead and take this on yourself. You find one, you want to make it. What would I change? What would you do differently? Number one, the base, I don't think I would change. I think I would leave the base as is. When it comes to the center tower, it just feels so wasteful to use all this food on paper with rubber cement that you absolutely should not eat for any reason. So I think what I would do is I would transition. I would make the center tower section actually made out of Rice Krispies. Because then, if you're having a Christmas party, you have some people over, you can make this like the day before, and then it's like a nice treat in the middle that like, oh, check out the cute castle. Oh, you can also eat it. Ain't it grand? That would be really the biggest thing, because this just feels, it's fun and lighthearted, but it feels very wasteful, and I don't really enjoy that. But I had to try it at least once. And listen, at least for the food waste, we're just wasting the pure sugar and not things that are actually healthy for you. And if you're wanting to spend some time with me in a castle, you can go check out my Patreon for a free post about staying with me in an Irish castle in September to early October of next year. Also, I want to thank Claw Lab for sponsoring today's video. And don't forget that if you want to try tufting at home for this holiday season, click the link in my description and use the code Stephanie-Aff for 19% off of your tufting kit and frame H1. But now, how did they all turn out? Where is the ghostie? What's the castle look like when it's surrounded by snow? Let's find out right now. And both of my batteries are about to die. And why aren't you recording? Hello? It's not perfect, but again, we don't need perfect, we just need good enough. I'm not a perfection channel. That's not what we do here.